Welcome to your Morning Boost Daily, a quick reset for educators before the day gets going. We've all seen it, that specific heavy moment during a testing block where a student's eyes glaze over, their shoulders hunch up towards their ears, and they just stop. In our world, we often label that as giving up or lacking stamina. And we look at the data later and think that they just didn't know the material. But if we look closer at the moment, it's usually something else entirely. It's this score versus skill conflict. The student isn't actually afraid of the reading passage or the multi-step math problem. They're afraid of what the score on that passage says about who they are. To a 10-year-old or a 16-year-old, a standardized test doesn't feel like a dipstick measurement of academic progress. It feels like a moral judgment on their intelligence and their future. As we move through the back half of this week, the part of this April testing tunnel that we've been talking about, this novelty has worn off, the exhaustion is setting in, and your primary job isn't to be a tutor, it's to be a meaning maker. Your job is to help them detach their personhood from the data point. Biologically, when a student is obsessed with the score, they are operating out of their amygdala. That's the part of the brain designated and designed for survival, not for subtle literary analysis. When the amygdala is in charge, the prefrontal cortex, that part that actually holds the skills that we've taught them all year, it effectively just goes offline. And you can see it happen in real time. They'll stare at a question they know how to solve, and they did it 3 weeks ago, but today it looks like it's some sort of weird language. One of the most powerful things we can do today is to change the way that we provide feedback during these high-pressure moments. Instead of focusing on the right answer, which only feeds this anxiety, focus on the visible skill. Instead of saying, "Great job getting that right," try saying something like, "I love the way you didn't let that trick question stop you." Or, "I saw you go back and reread. I noticed you took a deep breath and moved on to the next one when you got stuck." That's the skill of a leader who knows how to manage their own energy. By naming this skill, really it's resilience, it's navigation, maybe even some self-regulation. When we do this, we are giving them something that they can actually control. They can't control what questions the state decided to put on the screen, but they can control how they respond to the challenge. And this is where student agency becomes our secret weapon. In a week where students feel like passengers, when they're told where to sit, when to start, when they're allowed to go to the bathroom, when we give them the agency of their own mental state, that's an ultimate act of leadership. So today, give your students the gift of discovery. Even in your review sessions or your prep work, if you see them going down a wrong path, I want you to try waiting just 5 seconds longer than you typically do. Give them the space to realize their own mistake and maybe pivot. It's incredibly exciting to watch a student realize that they don't need you to be their brain in the room. They realize the skill lives inside them, regardless of what the score eventually says. We are building independent thinkers boosters. We're building the leaders of tomorrow by letting them lead their own nervous systems today. When you look at your students this afternoon, don't see them as a collection of met, exceeded, or not met. See them as humans practicing the very difficult skill of staying present under pressure. You aren't just raising test scores today, you are raising resilient people who know how to breathe through the hard parts. And that is a skill that will last them a lifetime, long after the bubbles on this week's test have faded away. Go out there and enjoy the silence of a thinking classroom. This is where the best work happens. We'll be back Monday with another quick reset and a new episode of Your Morning Boost next week.